Brought to you live on twitch.tv at Commando Gaming 1. We're continuing our series on Battletech Advanced, as we do every day. So looking forward to having some people populate the chat room, and we will get this party started. Meantime, let's come up with a mission to go on. Stop at the barracks while we're waiting for people to populate the stream. Make sure we don't have any upgrades due for our pilots.
What do you need, Commander?
Reading you.
Most of our pilots are up to
Waiting for orders.
I'm receiving you.
Commander. What do you
level
need?
10. We do have some that are in training.
I'm here.
Yes, Commander. Commander.
We've been using our trainee pilots very much right now because when you're fighting their clan, you want to take the best of the best. So there we go. So we've got quite a few missions here. We got a capture base mission, destroy base mission, recovery mission, tag team mission, and a assassination mission. Let's see. I'm tempted to start out with the tag team mission here. It's 3.5 skulls. That'll get us started this morning. Our last mission I did off camera was a duo where I gave our Madar here, which is a quad Gauss rifle build, a run through. So we're going to actually take it on this mission. This is going to be our heavy hitter here. We'll keep Tex in it because with the quad Gausses and a breaching shot computer, the Matar here is well suited to giving us some hopeful headshot kills. So we'll take that. We'll take our Dragonfire. We'll take our Marauder. Let's see. We will take our fire support in the Mackie. And we will take our Nova and our Huntsman. The Huntsman is primarily focused on sensor locking, so we'll put a sensor locker. And the Huntsman, let's actually take Mockingbird here because I'm trying to level her up. We'll take an Energy Master in the Nova. We'll take Flat 9 here. We'll put Bloody Doves in the Dragonfire. Put Coldfire with his energy accuracy in the Marauder. And we'll take Floppy here and put her in the Mackie. She does usually pretty well for the Mackie. She has an affinity for the Mackie as well. And I think this gives us a pretty well-rounded lance for what should be a pretty straightforward battle. So hopefully that will be the case here. This is a tag team mission, so we'll be dropping as well as a allied force. Typically there'll be some sort of requirement about the allied force having at least some of its force survive, which really is the biggest challenge because more likely than not, the allied force is going to be overwhelmed, especially against the clan. So we're going to have to kind of push through and try to make sure the clan focuses its attention on us. So that is usually the biggest challenge on these tag team missions. Alright, so we're going to use the Huntsman, hopefully, for sensor locking. We'll use the Nova for flanking. And the rest of our mechs are going to be tanking and hopefully taking some precision strikes. Now, putting the computer for this scenario, I'm only going to use the matter for headshots. Again, I'm trying to train myself for the updated gunnery system, which is going to be coming out probably in the next update. Alright, so this is actually a really good situation here. Right, in that the Allied forces are relatively close to us. So if we push forward, hopefully we can take the brunt of the clan threat here. So we're going to push forward with the Huntsman.
Copy that, Commander.
It's our primary sensor locker on this mission. Haven't put together a clan mech that is a super scout yet. There's a couple clan mechs that are actually really good at scouting, but I haven't gotten enough pieces for that together. So really our best scout that's a clan. Now I do have my Wraith still, but the Wraith just doesn't have the same firepower that the Huntsman has. So I'm trading off some evasion in the Wraith for some superior technology in the Huntsman. And we'll see how that pays off. Huntsman's doing pretty well. It's just a little... The Huntsman's a little squishy. So we just have to watch how exposed it is. Alright, our friendly force is pushing up. We got a Kit Fox, a linebacker, a 35-ton mech, a 90-ton mech, a Medusa. I have a couple of parts of a Medusa, so maybe we can put a Medusa together, although that 90-ton mech is going to be our primary salvage unless there's something better here. Let's see. That's a heavy ton mech for a... There's a 75-tonner and a 75-tonner. Alright, so here's our challenge here. The Allied force is really pushing in pretty aggressively. And we need at least one of them to survive. Alright, so at least we can get some fire in on the clan, let them know that we're here, and hopefully get their attention. Alright, 50-50 shot on the Kit Fox there. Looks like that's going to be our shot.
Right, Commander.
Ooh, nice hit on the Kit Fox there. Took out a leg. I think we hit on all 3 shots, even though we had a low chance to do that. That was lucky. Alright, there's the Yeoman. I've only seen the Yeoman a couple times. Clearly, this is a heavy missile build for the Yeoman. The Yeoman looks like a poor man's catapult to me. I'm going to have to research the lore on the Yeoman. It could be that the Yeoman may have been a test bed or a prototype for what eventually became the catapult. See, this quick draw, Allied quick draw is already getting beat up pretty good. So we're going to have to really push up and get the enemy to attack us as much as possible. Right, Kit Fox is back up. Not much left on it. want to encourage everyone who's watching the streams, please step into the chat room and say hello. Let us know what your questions are. Let us know if you have any thoughts on what we're doing. You want to talk about the game. You want to talk about the mod. You want to talk about your weekend. Anything other than politics is fair game. So please say hello in the chat room. We like to get to know all of our viewers. That's what we're here for. Right, no shot for our night gear, so we'll just push it up. This is a heavy missile build night gear. In fact, it doesn't even have any lasers on it. So when I build missile builds, I really like to go heavy on the missiles to the point that they're really a support mech and they're going to be in the background, and other than melee, they're not going to be able to defend themselves. I do the same thing with the Mackie, which you'll see is a heavy artillery build, but it does not have any lasers at all either, because I keep those two mechs in the back in the back line, so barring an ambush, they don't really need those weapons. So I want to maximize our support weapons and also, quite frankly, our ability to carry a lot of ammo. All right, again, they're going after these allies pretty hard, so we really need to push up and try to get the attention. Oh, summoner, okay. And I think we're just a piece or two away from putting together a summoner. Which, ton for ton, a summoner, when geared out correctly, is a very, very solid mech. Alright, so our Mackie, let's move our Mackie up. Again, our Mackie is our fire support here. Alright, so we have a really good opportunity to get some... Ooh, there's a blood asp. I love myself some blood asps. Alright, so we're going to do some Inferno and Fast Cam here. Since the enemy is clustered together, we should get a lot of area damage and hopefully some mines that will mess them up in future rounds as well. Want to try to heat up that blood asp. Alright, so we have a very nice minefield and inferno field, so the enemy's going to be taking damage from all of that. Alright, and then we have our beautiful, beautiful quad heavy hitter here, the Matar, 110 ton mech, so it's considered a super heavy. Alright, we're not going to have the best hit chance here, but the good news is there's so many enemies clustered together that hopefully we'll get some hits even if we don't hit our primary target here. So let's fire away. Alright. So we hit the blood asp, but we also hit the adder, I believe, behind it.
Standing by.
So when you have enemies clustered together, it makes it a little easier to take those low percentage shots because hopefully you're going to get some hits. Alright, so here we are. We're moving up our huntsman. Hopefully our huntsman can get a tag on this blood asp. That would be ideal.
Taking the shot.
Didn't mean to use a precision strike there, so I didn't go for the head, because that would be cheating.
Receiving you.
With the rules I have self-imposed, because I want to get ready to the new aiming strategy that's coming up in the next update. Alright, let's push up our Nova. We want to keep it very evasive. We have to be aggressive here because the truth of the matter is we want to get the enemy to attack us and stop attacking this friendly force here, or we could win the battle but still lose if they end up suffering significant damage and no one survives. Alright, we're going to just do some laser spam on the blood asp here. Hopefully get a couple hits in. Not too bad, actually, given the low hit percentage. Alrighty. Alright, some of the mechs are actually doing the smart thing, which is pulling away from the Inferno field that I put up. Because that's going to do damage over time, and it's going to impact how much they can fire. I upgraded our Dragonfire with some more clan technology. I should put a clan Goss on this now that I think about it, just to reduce the tonnage. Alright, so here's the problem. I've got a low hit percent chance, and our Huntsman is right in the line of fire. So we're actually not going to shoot the Dragonfire here. I've had too many bad experiences of shooting my own mechs in the rear torso to take that shot. Especially with the hit percentage that low, it really increases the chances that one of our shots is going to hit our own mechs, and it's just not worth the shot there. Alright, so the enemy should have, across the board, they should all be seeing some heat trouble with the quick draw. Ooh, hard hits on the quick draw. Hopefully the quick draw is going to survive. I'd like to get the bonus for all allies surviving, but it's not looking too good right now. There's a Hellbringer. Now, there's actually a new model for the Hellbringer that's coming out with the next update. I saw it on a stream by the developers yesterday, and it looks beautiful. Looks like a beautiful revision of that mech. Alright, so again, we're going after the Blood Ask, but there's lots of enemies in this area, so even the hit percent chance is low. It's still worth taking the shot. We're also trying to draw the enemy's fire. So we hit on one of the three, which is about what the percentages say we should hit on. Here comes the Yeoman. The Yeoman's being very aggressive for being a missile build. Hopefully it doesn't kill that Blood Asp. I'm hoping we could do a precision strike on that Blood Asp's head next round. So hopefully it won't go boom. Oh, Adder knocked itself down. I love it when that happens. How did the Yeoman get us? Oh, there's two Yeomans on this mission. Okay. I didn't realize that before. There's actually two Yeomans on this mission. Again, hopefully they won't kill the Blood Asp. I'd really like to put one of those together. Ton for ton, the Blood Asp is a really great mech. Depending on how you build it out, it's a very solid mech. Hey, Skewed One. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're having a good Sunday. How was work yesterday? It was your first day in a couple days.
Yes, come in.
On the job, so hopefully it was enjoyable.
No problem.
All right, let's push up our night gear. This is a little risky. Night gear doesn't have a ton of armor, but I really want to. Now I could attack the Blood Asp here, but I'd really like to try to get a headshot on that. So let's go after the Summoner here. I know the hit percent chances is low, but again, the Blood Asp is more valuable for a headshot, so I'm going to try to save that for our new toy. You had a very long day. Wow, that's a lot longer than usual. Usually you get home earlier, so hopefully you're not too tired. want to salute you and everybody else who's doing duty on the front lines against COVID. As always, also want to give our support to the men and women who protect our society, whether they are
Standing by.
in the military or in first responder roles. Really appreciate everything that they do. I spent 7 years in uniform myself, so I really appreciate all those efforts. So let's go ahead and try to hit another group. This Night Gear Prime is probably a good target for us to hit with our Inferno and Fast
Firing on
Cam.
target.
Looks like we missed on the Inferno shot a little bit. Skewed One says, depends on what my tasking is. Weekends have been pretty brutal the last couple of months as more testing sites open. Oh, the blood asp ejected. How many parts? How many parts? It doesn't tell. Sometimes when they eject and it's not from one of your shots, they don't tell you how many parts. One round, one turn away from using my sniper on it. Alright, so this is our new toy. So this is a quad Gauss Modar, which is 110 ton mech. Hi, Assorti. Thanks for joining us. We don't have a precision strike yet. So we'll just take shots at this summoner. But this is a quad Gauss 110 ton mech. Alright, we got a good hit in one of the 4 hit. Yeah, hopefully a Skewed One, I'll get a couple pieces out of the blood asp. That would be nice. Really excited to hopefully get the update next week I've been waiting for.
Waiting for orders.
Because it gives me another excuse to do a fresh start. And I actually find the first
Full speed.
300
No
to
start.
400 days of a career to be the most interesting and challenging. So I'm excited to kind of have an excuse to take a fresh start. Yeah. Not that I need an excuse. I mean, theoretically, I could just decide today that I want to do a fresh start.
Critical hit,
But
Commander.
I usually like to do a fresh start when there's a material change to the mod, so I can experience it from every level of mech, from lights to mediums to heavies and assaults, and also experience how it will change your mech company's development. The Skewed One is tired, I can tell. Alright, so let's push up with our Nova. This is being pretty aggressive with our Nova. Usually he's supposed to be a flanker and a backstabber, but we really want to keep the enemy from attacking our allied units here. So let's, we got a really good hit percentage chance on this Medusa. So let's go gun blazing on this Medusa here. Ooh, oh, that's a kill on the Medusa.
Enemy down.
Alright, one salvageable part. Not good. I've noticed with Medusas, because they have internal ammo, and they tend to put it in the torso, that sometimes it's really hard to get multiple pieces of a Medusa. As you saw there, he went from having decent armor to being destroyed with just one salvo. So really hard. Uh-oh, this could be the end of this quick draw. Ooh, close. Oh, alright, there we go. So there goes our bonus for everybody surviving. Thanks, quick draw.
Ready, Commander.
Alright, let's push up here with our Dragon Fire, keeping evasive. I really love the new informational screen, which tells us the mode that the mech is moving on. As you can see, this is a sprint. And also the evasion, so you don't have to try to figure out how many pips there are. It's a really nice improvement on the ability to make quick decisions as a mech commander. Yeah, Agamemnon was being really aggressive here, and sending in a quick draw of all things aggressively towards the clan mechs, which is, you send a quick draw towards the clan mechs, and it's not going to be a quick draw for much longer. It's going to very quickly just become a pile of trash. Want to encourage everyone to come into the chat room. We've got some good discussions going on here. If you have any questions, input, feedback, you just want to know about this mod, I'm happy to have those discussions with you. If you're having challenges with mod performance, I can put on my tech hat and see if I can help you a little bit. One of the things I love about this mod is it is so easy to install. It's not even funny. The skewed one, I remember when I would be working on a mod for games a couple of years ago, and it would be half a day of deleting files, adding files, downloading files, saving files, moving files.
I hear you.
This mod can actually be set up in about 10 minutes, depending on the speed of your computer. So it's real easy to install. A skewed one says, I'm going to cheat a bit in getting my face back on here. Went and bought a camera for my PlayStation 5. Nice, a skewed one. So are you going to be doing some streaming? That is awesome. Please let us know when you're doing your streaming on a consistent schedule, and I'll make sure that you're hosted on our channel for sure. Or if you need a home for your streams, that can work as well. So let us know what you're interested in, and we will support you 1,000%, just like you support us. All right, let's go for the leg on this summoner. Yeah, free time is probably the problem for you, skewed one. Ooh, we got 3 parts on that summoner. So, definitely, streaming time is my biggest challenge as well, to be honest with you. I've got a pretty heavy work schedule, plus the fact that I'm getting ready for a move. So, my streaming has really been limited to the morning slot. That's why I get up early. Sacrifice some sleep to make sure that I can get in some streaming every day. But I know what you mean about it being hard to find the free time for a stream. Oh, we got an enemy mech who did a shutdown there. Alright, let's put up our night gear. Our night gear hasn't really...
Hey, let's see what this baby can do.
Alright, so we got a Hellbringer here. Hellbringer's a pretty good target for our night gear, because I don't really care about salvage too much on the Hellbringer. That's a Samala unit, which is basically a older mech warrior that's been put in inner sphere equipment, and they're supposed to do some damage and then die. There's a good kill on that adder. I softened him up. I softened him up. Well, a skewed one, I appreciate the challenge of getting free time for a stream. So again, if you ever want to post on our channel, you are welcome. You can take advantage of our built-in community and see if we could build up something for you, or you can obviously do your own stream, and then we'll be happy to host you. So let me know what works for you.
Here it comes.
We will make it happen. Oh man, I would not want to be a clan mech in that environment down there. We've got fire all over the place. We've got fast cam. Our Gauss rifle monster does not have a shot here, so we'll just head towards the enemy.
Standing by.
Alright, let's keep our huntsman evasive. Oh, another new. We got enemy reinforcements. Alright, we got another enemy wave of reinforcements. Awesome. More salvage for us. Alright, right here. Laser. Yep, let's go ahead and hit the night gear here. It's mostly about getting a tag on the night gear for the rest of our mechs.
Standing by.
Alright, we want to kill this first enemy wave pretty quickly here because now we've got a second enemy wave approaching. So we really want to try to
Firing on target.
nick this first force in the bud as quickly as we can. Nice hits on that night gear there.
Nice. Got past his armor.
That might be the dual Gauss night gear, which I really want to get a piece of. Sounds good, Skewed One. We could talk off channel, however I can support your streams. You know I'll do that for you.
Ready, Commander.
Viewership has been a little light this weekend. I think a lot of people are taking the advantage of spending extra time with their families this weekend, which I support 1,000%. So I'm really glad to hear that everybody's out spending time with their families. I don't know about your areas, but here in California, in the United States, we are really getting ratcheted down as far as things we can and cannot do. You're no longer allowed to socialize with anybody outside of your immediate household. Dining, except for takeout, has been shut down in my county. And they're really restricting every aspect of your life to try to slow down the spread of COVID. So this is probably at least I think many people are feeling like this is their last weekend to spend some quality time with extended family and friends before
Pedal to the
they
metal.
get locked down. Hi, Miss Simmons. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, we have a 3-week shutdown in California, but I fully expect that to be extended to be a full shutdown for probably a month or two. My guess would be that LA County was going to be shut down probably until the vaccines start to flow. So it's probably going to be another 2 months where we're going to be really close to where we were in April and May of this year. So I fully expect it. The challenge is, normally I would be really gearing up with some extra supplies, making sure I have everything I need.
Beat the cake.
Unfortunately, we're in the process of moving right now, so it's really hard to stockpile anything. Alright, what do I want to go after here? We got 2 night gears. Okay, Hellbringer. Yeah, let's hit the Hellbringer here. It's letting us go for the head because it's shut down.
Out in a full salvo.
So we'll get a lucky missile hit on the head on the Hellbringer here. There we go. Hit the
I
engine.
hope we can salvage that.
Miss Simmons, that's kind of what we're looking at here. I fully expect LA County in California is very conservative about what they do with respect to the virus. If you look at the numbers, we're actually pretty good because they've been very restrictive very early on. So, oh, M. Simmons. Okay, I'll call you M. Simmons from now on. Thank you for that clarification. So, the county's done a good job by keeping our numbers low, but it's made everybody pretty miserable here, as you can imagine. It really depends on a community's temperament for how they're going to handle this sort of thing.
Light damage.
Personally, I have a couple things that make this a little bit more tolerable, and it's not impacting me as much as it would impact some people.
Let's make some
I was in the service for 7 years, so I'm much more used to just saying, okay, that's the way it is sometimes, and taking news that I don't like and rolling with it. So, and anybody who's been in the military will tell you that, we're used to, one of the things they tell us in the military is embrace the suck, which is basically just accept the fact that things are going to be lousy, and it actually makes it easier if you just embrace the fact that things are going to be lousy. There's the reinforcements. So we're going to have another enemy star, which is good because we're almost done killing this star, and I would love more salvage in this mission. So there's the fact that I'm very used to just accepting reasonable orders that help us do the right thing. All right, let's try to go for a leg here.
Gotcha.
And, just from a social standpoint, I'm actually very comfortable working in a stay-at-home situation. For example, for my job, I was actually a 100% remote employee, or 90% remote employee, even before the outbreak happened. So I'm very used to working remote and kind of doing my own thing here. Let's go for the leg for this night gear here. Since it's overheated, we can shoot the leg. I'll probably end up kill that night gear there. There we go. That should give us both legs destroyed. Oh, he ejected. M. Simmons, I agree with you. But everything they show from the vaccines is the tests are very positive. Also, the people who are going to be the first people to receive the vaccine are going to be our first responders and our military. So that's actually a really good, larger test bed of people, because the military and our first responders are obviously in good shape. They have a strong health network that will monitor how they respond to the treatments. So I think they're actually a really good test bed. But, like me, like you, I am a little concerned. Oh, we get precision strikes because this linebacker is shot down. Let's go for the head. So I really think the general community, once we start getting the vaccines, can feel like there's been a very large group of people that are informed medically that are taking this before the rest of the population does. So I think we'll be okay there. There is a small part of me that's worried that we might get zombies. I'm joking for the most part. I don't think we're going to get zombies, but there is a chance that there will be some sort of adverse effect to the treatment. It's funny because some zombie movies and some zombie books actually have a vaccine that actually leads to the zombie
No problem.
illness. So no, I don't believe there's going to be zombies. That was a little facetious on my part. But I am concerned, like you, that we're going to see possibly some bad side effects, which is good that we're having a large control base, which would be first responders and the military, to kind of test this thing out before most people do. So, alright, here's the reinforcements. Let's see what we got. Looks like we have some night gears. Looks like there's a storm crow. Alright.
Waiting for orders.
So the great news is this new enemy force came in right when we finished off the first enemy force.
Engaging
So we're going to have a good opportunity here for some new salvage. So we got a Nova, an Orion. Okay, an Orion. Viper, and a Nova. Alright, so more possible mech salvage here. Let's hit the Orion.
Roger. Target confirmed.
What you'll find is that clan mechs that are remakes of the original Inner Sphere mechs are easier targets because they have less of the clan technology built into them. They are upgraded by clan technology, but they're not true clan mechs, which makes it a little easier to target them. I want to thank No Angel 33 for the follow.
Yes, Commander.
Really appreciate that. All right, let's keep working on flanking this new enemy force here. Move our Nova in. We can go Nova versus Nova, but we should probably take advantage of the opportunity to keep working on this Orion. Generally speaking, I like to put multiple mechs targeting one enemy mech, and that usually works well to turn the attack in your favor. It's all about numbers. You know, it's amazing how much math is in this game. You know, there's math when you decide what to attack. There's math when you try to figure out what the enemy can do and what you can do. And there's math in how you succeed in this game. Which is a little ironic because anybody who knows me knows I hate math, but I love Battletech.
They've got a sensor lock on me.
Alright, we gotta try to take these guys out quickly so our allied force does not take too much damage. If we win the mission, but all of the allied force dies, we lose the mission. So we need to focus on job number one, which is help our allies survive here. M. Simmons, where are you in the world? And how are things impacted by COVID? Really would love to hear. I like to hear what everybody around the world is experiencing. I do have coworkers around the United States, so
What can I do for you?
I kind of get a feel for what's going on everywhere, but I like to hear from as many people as possible about what's going on in their neck of the woods. There's always positive stories, like I have friends in Australia, and they tell me that things are pretty much back to normal there, which is always a positive.
Roger that. Firing on target.
Ah, M. Simmons, you're in Texas. I understand
Another hit like that.
the illness rates in Texas are higher than they've been anywhere this year, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, one enemy mech down, the Orion. Which is good. I don't think the Orion is really the best salvage here. Probably the best salvage of the second group that came in is the Novas.
Good to go.
Alright, we got our missile boat here, the Night Gear. Ooh, it can really do a lot of damage on either of these Novas or the Viper. Alright, let's hit this Nova hard. Nice hits on that Nova.
That hit something good.
Nice hits indeed. Alright. Right. Good here. Our ally is kind of retreating a little bit, which is good. Hey IMG, thanks for joining us. Really appreciate that.
Waiting for orders.
Just to give everybody a heads up, IMG was just given moderator rights to help us control what's going on the stream. So if you have any questions, feedback, any support you need, IMG is a great resource for you. So please feel free to reach out to him. And the great thing about having moderators, you can't have enough moderators in your streams because the moderators can let the host really focus in on streaming
Everything I got.
instead of dealing with bots or things of that nature. So, IMG, thank you for your service. Hope you're having a good day. Did you have a good night's sleep? I know you've been having trouble sleeping lately, so hopefully you had a good evening. Alright, so here's our new monster, the Dual Gauss. I know IMG was excited to see this. So we've got Dual Gauss. We put a targeting computer on so we can take headshots. And let's see what we can do against this Nova here with Quad Gauss.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Hit. Not bad.
Well, I needed salvage.
Yes, Quad
Stand by.
Gauss. I misspoke there, but I corrected
I did.
myself. Alright, this battle is really going our way here. Alright, let's try to get a tag on the Viper.
Copy that, Commander.
Yep, I really like the Quad Gauss. I do. I'm going to have to play around with it a little bit. It is a little slow, as you would expect from a 110-ton mech. So what we might do, once we get another Clan Gauss, that'll give us another ton. And then if we play around with our components, we might get to the point where we can add a mask on, which will speed things up a little bit. Ooh, that Viper did a nice backstab
For orders.
on our Orion. Obviously, I don't like that our ally got backstabbed, but I have to appreciate the skill of the clan warrior there. Alright, let's keep pecking away at this Nova. Heat is a little problem. We went through some fire.
Acknowledged.
Nice hits there. Alright, this mission should be over pretty quickly, and then we'll be going on to the next mission. Alright, there goes the Nova. One salvageable part, but I wouldn't select the Nova anyways because we have a lot of good clan
Moving, Commander.
salvage on the table, so. Alright, not the best hit percent chance on this Viper, so let's do Warlord. give us a slightly better chance. Oof, that was not a good salvo for sure. Hopefully our allies can finish off this Viper pretty easily. The challenge is the Viper's pretty evasive. So we'll see what we can do here. Yeah, the Satar still got 3 pips when running though. That's always good on the heavy. Yeah, so part of the pips comes from the fact that I think we put a Guardian ECM on it. So I think that accounts for 2 of the pips. But that's fine with me. My key is to just try to make a heavy a little evasive. You're never going to make it highly evasive unless you take all of the weapons off. But we can make it just evasive enough that the armor lasts for a little while. Pure Defiance, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate that.
Ready for orders.
I want to thank everybody for joining us. We've got 14 people on the stream right now. I want to remind everybody, if you're joining the stream new, please jump into the chat room. We will not bite, I promise. We want to make this an interactive experience. We also have 2 moderators in the chat room who can not only answer questions for you, but hopefully keep enemy bots at bay. And if you have any questions, feedback, both myself and the moderators will respond. But we can't help you unless we hear from you. So please say hi in the chat room. All right, this is lousy. All right, we only have 1 enemy left. Let's do some shape charges here, because I don't want to... There we go. We succeeded in finishing him off with a shape charge shot from our artillery.
1 less target.
Nice. Alright.
Mission successful.
Alright, we got some really good salvage out of this mission. Yeah, I'm gonna die. I think if we could add a clan mech to the Madar, then that will give us another ton to work with. And then if we work with our ammo, because I went pretty heavy with the ammo, so if we take off a little bit of ammo, we might be able to put in a mask, which will speed things up a little bit. Alright, we got some good salvage here, so if anybody has any input, let me know. Oh, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blood ass parts. So we're taking 4 of those. And I think we already had a blood ass part before. Hopefully. So let's see what we get. Alright, so we got blood ass, blood ass, blood ass, blood ass. We didn't get the 5th part. We got a linebacker part, a Medusa part, Night Gear, Nova, and Nova. And we got a Clan Goss. IMG, you know what we're going to do with that Clan Goss right after this mission. And we got some medium pulses, an XL engine clan, very nice. Really good salvage on this mission. And I don't think we took any significant damage either. That's one good thing about the tag team missions is your supporting unit always seems to take most of the damage from the enemy. So we didn't get the bonus there, but we also, I don't think, have to do any repairs, which is a great win. When you're fighting the clans and you don't have to do any repairs, that is a nice bonus. All right, so let's swing by the mech bay. All right, we got no repairs to do. Do we have a new mech to put together? Let's see. All right, we had that Mackie. We knew about that. All right, we got a Nova we could put together. Another Nova would be a good thing. We do not have enough parts for the Blood Asp. All right, so we could put together a Nova S. Is made for urban combat. I don't think that's a good fit for us. We have the Nova A. A pair of ERPPCs. That's interesting. Then we have the Nova D, which is fire support. So I think we're going to go with the Nova A. Oh, was there something I missed at the top? We'll go back to it. First, let's put together this Nova A, which is a dual GOS, a dual ERPPC. All right, so the Nova A has a 250 XL engine, ground speed of 86, long-range sniper configuration with 2 powerful clan ERPPCs, a single medium pulse laser, and it mounts 2 AMSs. Nice. All right, so I think this is a really good mech for us to put together. All right, so we got that. All right, so we need to see what else. I know we had a Mackie to put together, but again, that is not something I need right now. So we have the Mackie. Was there anything else? Warhammer, which we already put together. Nope, I'm not seeing anything else, IMG. So, hey, we put together a Nova. So one of the things we need to do is try to manage our expenses. So we haven't used this HD crab in a while, so let's put that into storage. I don't know if I'll sell it because it is one of my favorites. All right, so let's reorganize. So we're not using this Lohu, so I think I'm going to put this Lohu into storage. And the reason we're doing that, number one, we need some funds. But number two, we don't want to pay that monthly expense for mechs that we're not using. All right, so let's push over. So we've got our Nova Prime. We have the Nova A. We have the Huntsman Prime. Let's look at the Nova A that we just put together. All right. So we got dual AMS. I don't know if we... I'm not sure. We might be able to make better use of... But then again, it's only a ton of ammo. I don't know what more we could do with this. This is kind of like a sniper build, which isn't bad, but, you know, for example, I would rather take my Dragonfire and my Marauder than I would take this because it has more firepower. But this is definitely a solid addition to the mech bay. So we're going to probably not use that right now. Oh. All right, let's look at our mother of all mechs, the Matter. We wanted to switch the Gauss rifle to a clan Gauss rifle. That will give us some extra tonnage to play with. All right, 3 tons remaining. So I want to put in a mask if we can. I really want to put in a mask. All right, so we're going to put the heat bank in the arm. Normally I would be nervous about that, but since this is a long range mech, I'm not too worried about having the heat bank in the arm. But we have to do that. So then we're going to add a mask, which is going to increase our speed. All right, and then we have to give up a ton of Gauss ammo and another ton of Gauss ammo. Now, do we have a half ton of Gauss ammo available? That's the question. If I did, no, we don't. Let's see. I mean, we could just increase the armor on the legs, which I'm going to die. I know that's one of your pet peeves of mine, because I don't put enough armor on the legs. So let's go ahead and do that. And I think overall this is a nice build. I'm not sure why the heat efficiency went down. Oh, I do have a double heatsink kit. Let's see. I didn't have one before, but I do now. So let's drop that in. There we go. That's nice improvement of... Oh, so I could take off the... Yeah, you're right, IMG. I could take off the heat bank. And that lets me put in at least one more of the ton of Gauss ammo. Mask causes weapon heat. Yeah, that makes sense. So I think this is a nice improvement. All right. Now we don't have a store on this planet, so I can't sell some of this stuff. So we're gonna have to sell it later. All right. So we're gonna have our... Now, should I wait for the Madar? Yeah, let's go ahead and wait for the Madar. Normally I wouldn't do this, but for the stream, it's more fun if we have our best toys to play with. So we're going to go ahead and... Normally I would play without the Madar, but given the fact that I want to show it off this stream, I'm just going to go ahead and wait until we have that back in availability. Because it is a beautiful, beautiful toy to play with. 110 tons. Beautiful. These laser ports here are just for show because it only has Gauss rifles. All right, let's go. All right, so let's pick another mission. So we have a couple of missions here. I like to include everybody in our choices for missions. So if you're watching the stream and you would like to have us do capture base, destroy base, recovery, assassinate. I'm leaning towards assassinate right now. Please let us know. Yes, it's written on the cannon arm, eat this. Yes, I do like that myself. So should we do the assassinate, recovery, destroy base, or capture base? Which would you guys like to see? I'm inclined to go with the assassinate mission. So if I don't hear from anybody differently in the next 15 seconds in the chat room, we will go with the assassinate mission. I want to remind everybody, if you're new to the stream, we do have a giveaway. The giveaway is, if you give us a follow, you're entered into with a chance to win our monthly Funko Pop giveaway. What I do with our streams, I'm going to take assassination because it's the highest level mission we have left. So let's go ahead and take that mission. Alright, so we have our Madar, which we've upgraded. Dragonfire Marauder, Night Gear, the Mackie, the Nova, and the Huntsman. Alright, let's... Alright, so great. Now, typically I will try to adjust my... Oh, hi, iCypher. Assassinate might turn up something interesting salvage-wise. I agree. So, Assassination, typically, this is a 3.5 skull mission. I normally would not take an assault on a 3.5 skull mission, but with Assassinate missions, sometimes they throw a lot of crazy stuff at you, so I'm going to stick with my base lance here. I'd rather have too much firepower than too little. Once again, we do have our giveaway, our Funko Pop giveaway, and how it works is after each, I have all of our followers loaded into an Excel spreadsheet, and after each stream, I take a few minutes to give additional data into the stream about who visited the chat, if they were engaged in the chat, if they if they watched the stream, etc., etc. And basically all of those points go into our random drawing. So the more points you have, the more chances you have of winning our Funko Pop. So the more involved you are with our channel, the higher the chance that you're going to win. Now, with one follow, you are theoretically entered in with a chance to win. But if you start visiting our streams multiple times or get involved in the chat room, that is definitely going to increase your chances. And I do take notes during the stream about who's active in the chat room. So the more you're active, the better your chance of getting the Funko Pop. That's all I'm going to say.
Command interface initiated.
We're all about building community, as you can probably see from my shirt today. So we want to make this a great gaming community. Right now we're focused on BattleTech because I'm actually in the process of moving right now, so I only have time for one game. I would rather play one game really well and give you a good streaming experience than to do a couple games poorly because I don't have the ability to give you added value to the streams. So once I move and I have more time, especially during the holidays, we're going to expand to more games.
This looks like a prime spot for an ambush.
All right, so we've got
You don't want to get caught in a crossfire.
Destroy the Mech Warrior, which is way up here. We have Enemy Forces, which is there. We have Ambushes, which is there. So I think our first objective is going to be to destroy the enemy forces on the top of the hill here.
Ready, Commander.
Yeah, BattleTech is also great. We're always going to have BattleTech on this channel. It's my favorite game of all time. And until there's some sort of a Windows update that makes BattleTech unplayable, we're going to be playing BattleTech.
All right, let's get down to it.
IMG and myself and Alex of Commando Gaming also do Mech Warrior 5, and we're going to continue to do that on a regular basis.
Moving out.
And you know, after my move, which is the 10th of December, I'm going to be diving into some additional games. I have Elite Dangerous, which I really want to get into. So, and there's also some other new games that we want to play as well. We also like to do early access games to see if they're going to be viable for people as well. IMG has too much free time, so he's playing 5 games right now. It seems a bit unfair that they let you know where the ambushes are. You know, that's true. I would argue that the ambushers should probably actually ambush you before you know that they're there. Or you should have to sense them yourself. I agree.
Coordinates received.
Alright, so we're going to have to push through this bottleneck here.
Coordinates received.
Alright, we got vision
Coordinates received.
with the huntsman. So now we're going to enter combat mode. Yes, iCypher. Battletech is great as far as its replayability, especially with mods.
Commander.
So, those of you who have not been involved with Battletech Advanced before, this mod is updated about every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks, you're getting new mechs, you're getting new gameplay, you're getting new strategies. All right, we got a Demolisher here, and we got a Black Lantern. So let's get a tag on that Black Lantern if we can. That's true, a skewed one.
Yeah.
As someone who's been in uniform yourself, you understand the
Right.
value of surprise on the battlefield is pretty substantial. When I was in uniform, one of the things my unit did, which was a lot of fun, is we would act as the OP4 for friendly units that were doing their training. So we would set up ambushes, we would set up booby traps, we would set up all kinds of fun things to try to throw the unit we were training off of their game. So I fully support the idea of ambushes as being pretty important. And the ambushers would probably be more effective in this game if they didn't tell you where they were.
Ready,
But, you know, there's only so much they could do with the game. They could make a perfect game and have it take 5 years to come out, or they can make a really good game and it takes 9 months to develop it. So, maybe the dropship detected on landing. Got to throw them a bone on that. Yeah, IMG, that's possible. I mean, Darius is up in the Argo, so theoretically, perhaps the Argo spotted the reinforcements from orbit. That's probably the most likely scenario, actually. Alright, let's keep working on this Black Lantern. Just trying to take an enemy off the field here. Now, the beauty of this is this does give us the high ground, so we can attack the enemy, the other enemies as well. Alright, let's push up the Marauder.
Pedal to the metal.
As you can see, my Inner Sphere company is quickly becoming a clan mech company, which is fine with me. That just means when we go back to the Inner Sphere, if we do before the update, they are in for a surprise. Let's put some fire in on this Black Lantern.
Another hit like that, and you're toast.
Yeah, a skewed one. It really makes it challenging when they put the ambusher actually in a good position to ambush you. You know, what I kind of find humorous is when they drop an enemy right next to you, like magically they just appear from the ground and attack you. And it's like, I think we would have saw you earlier than that, but oh well, video game. All right, let's see if we can finish off this Black Lantern with some follow the leader.
Firing all weapons.
Never be afraid to use overwhelming firepower against a clanner. They deserve
Nice
it.
hit on that one. Nice hit.
Ready for orders.
All right. Let's think about what we're going to do with the Mackie here. Now we're probably going to be moving up to this area, so I don't want to use Fast Cam or Inferno because it's probably going to cause us problems. So let's just do some shape charges and HE to see if we can finish off this Black Lantern. Let's see what we can do.
Engaging.
Oh, there we go. Lucky shot to the engine.
One less target.
And 4 salvageable parts. Yeah, I mean, I do try, IMG, I do try to
Light damage.
limit
Holding
my
firm.
mechs to the threat so we don't make the missions too easy. It's never a perfect science. But there's also some logic to it, IMG. If you were a mercenary commander and you had heavy mechs, would you not take them on a mission? Probably not. Since you missed the end of the last minute, how many blood ass parts did you wind up with? I got 4. There were 5 available, and I got 4 of the 5. Oof, nasty hits on our night gear there. We can't let the night gear get too close to the enemy. So we're going to have to reposition it. Biggest thing on the night gear is we don't want to lose that engine.
What do you want?
Alright, here we go. Here is our superstar. Our Matter. As you can see, he's much faster now. He can actually get to 4 evasion, which is pretty nice for an assault that's 110 tons. And we're just going to really go after this Puma assault tank here with our quad Gosses. 3 out of 4. Not bad. I'll take that.
I can see why people enjoy this line of work.
Alright. Let's push up the Huntsman to finish off this Demolisher if it can. It can also start to get vision on the larger enemy force we're up against here.
Roger. Target confirmed.
Quad Goss. Yeah, the Matter, because it is 110 tons, we were able to put quad Gosses on it. IMG had some good input on designing it, and we put together a hell of a mech. Those extra 10 tons, since this is a 110 ton mech, is obviously very useful. All right, let's really hit this Demolisher. Heat is a problem. I was trying to get rid of this guy, but heat was a bit of a problem there.
Ready, Commander.
Alright, let's push up with our Dragon Fire.
Moving, Commander.
Let's see if we can... This Demolisher is pretty nasty because it's got dual AC-20s on it. I'd like to see if we can get rid of it. Let's see. Nope. Lots of armor on that thing.
Oh, they don't like me at all.
IMG, you like big toys? IMG likes
ya.
big toys and he cannot lie.
Affirmative.
Alright, let's keep working on this Puma. Oof. Not good success on that round, although we did get some
Commander.
structural damage. so we got to pull our night gear back because the night gear, we don't want it
Falling in.
getting squished because it's a missile boat. Well, I don't know if Ice Cipher. It might be a better Annihilator. It's hard to tell. It does have an extra 10 tons to play with, so it's 10% bigger than Annihilator. It's a lot faster than Annihilator, that's for sure. All right, let's see if we can finish off this Puma.
Firing full complement on it.
I do like the Annihilator quite a bit. I mean, the Annihilator is
One more for
just
the
like a
threat.
walking siege tower. The problem is the Annihilator is so slow,
Commander,
it really kills a lot of its effectiveness in combat.
on my way.
Alright, let's see. Let's do some fast cam on the Summoner. We're not going to be walking up in that area, I don't think.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, let's give our matter another try.
All right, let's get down to
Now we do have a precision strike available, so 4 Gauss rifles to the head. Now this Summoner is very evasive, so even with our precision strike, we only have a 15% chance of hitting the head. So let's see what happens here.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
No! That was not the best salvo. I was hoping we would do better with those shots there. Ooh, alright, so we got the other enemy force that's moving up to attack us. Those are the ambushers that are moving up to attack us here. And also the primary target probably as well. Or it might just be the ambushers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's probably just the ambushers that are moving up to attack us. Which is good, because we actually have the high ground here. So if we can finish off this Summoner quickly and get to the high ground up here, then these ambushers are going to be in a bad, bad spot. Going after our huntsman.
They've got a sensor lock on me.
Ooh, another possible blood asp. I'd love to put a blood asp together. It is one of my favorite clan mechs. I mean, the challenge is clan mechs are so awesome that I have a lot of favorite clan mechs. You know, I mean, all mechs, there are very few mechs that I don't like in some way. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh
A
no.
little harder now.
Oh no. There goes our fire support. We're going to have to rebuild that Mackie. That's not going to be fun. But we can actually rebuild it with some clan technology, so that might make it better in the long run.
Ah, I can see why people enjoy this.
That hurts. I love my Mackie. Alright, let's see if we can finish off this Demolisher here before he gives us too much trouble.
Affirmative.
Close to finishing off that Demolishers.
Reporting.
I don't know who tossed that many missiles at us. It could have been a
Standing by.
it could have been a night gear that's in missile configuration, just like ours.
Coordinates received.
But yeah, that was a ton of missiles that came in on our poor Mackie. So we're going to be rebuilding our Mackie, which is good because I can get input from the rest of the stream about how to make the most of that Mackie. Alright, this Demolisher should be gone now. Okay, that's good. That is good.
Vehicle down.
Ready, Commander.
I want to actually move the Dragonfire up as much as we can so it can get into the top of the hill before we have to engage that second lance. Alright, while we're on the way, we'll take some shots at this. Take some shots at this summoner as we run by. I always like to envision the battle as if the mechs are moving at full speed.
Waiting for orders.
It's really easy with this game, because it's a turn-based game, to not keep in mind that your mechs are actually moving at very high speed. So I like to try to visualize how that impacts the battle. Always imagine that your mechs are moving at full speed.
Critical hit,
Yep.
Commander.
Turn up the rack 5 to 6 shot. Yeah, I could do that. That'll increase the firepower. That's something I could think of. Probably do IMG, you're right.
Yes, Commander.
The only reason I don't do that very often is because I'm trying to manage my ammo to make sure we don't run out of ammo here. Alright, our Night Gear is going to get some revenge here on the summoner. We're just going to go for a center torso strike. See if we can just finish this summoner off quickly. No! Those summoners are tough. They are tough mechs.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, that gives us our matter a chance
Alright,
to finish
let's
him
get
off
down
then.
to it.
Alright, let's go for the head. 15% chance.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to find
There we go. There's a pilot kill.
I'm legally obligated
We did some damage to it
pay for
before,
kills.
so that's why we only got one part, even though we hit the head. Okay, IMG, you want to see the rack with 6 shots? We'll do it. What is the famous quote? We came here to entertain you, right? So, I like to go ahead and make this as interactive as possible. So, in the chat room, feel free to say things like IMG just did, and I'll certainly take them under advisement. I want to make this a very interactive community. Whoa, where'd that Puma come from?
Reporting lights. My heat.
I think that Puma is what shot all the missiles
Yes,
at us
Commander.
earlier. Yeah, probably. Alright, let's go for melee here on the Puma.
Order
Get
acknowledged.
some extra damage with the melee here.
Oh!
And the Huntsman missed because they suck at melee.
Attack failed.
Or I should say all clan mechs suck at melee, but it was worth a try.
Aye, aye.
Alright, we'll do the same thing with the Nova here. Oh, we can't go for a kick. And I don't want to go for a punch, because if I go for a punch on the Nova, then I can't shoot all of its lasers. So we'll just go for a straight up laser shot here. Really trying to get into the core of this Puma as quick as possible. Dalishi, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate all the follows we've gotten. Not just today, but over the year. We're quickly approaching 3,000 follows, which we would consider a great success for this year. So every follow we deeply appreciate. I forgot to change the rack 5. That probably would have killed it, IMG. You're probably cursing me right now. So, iCipher, the lore reason for melee
Keep an eye on my
is,
feet,
yes,
Commander.
IMG just said it. It's considered a dishonorable attack. So the clan really supports quick, aggressive attacks at close range, not necessarily melee, but close range, to destroy an enemy through maneuver and firepower. So they consider melee a dishonorable form of combat.
Commencing Alpha Strike.
And in this mod, mechs are given a negative quirk
Enemy
of
vehicle
being
down.
bad at melee to represent the fact that they just don't train
Ready
on
for
melee
order.
very much. In fact, if you look at a good example with this would be if you look at the lore, Phelan Kell was really good in his early battles where he was trying to get position in the clan because he actively used melee as part of his fighting strategy. It was called out as being dishonorable, but it was very effective when he used melee against the clans as he was raising in rank, which can be seen in the novels, the initial novels about BattleTech. So just generally they feel it's a dishonorable thing, so they don't train in it, which is ironic because the clan settles a lot of their issues with physical fights between mech warriors in circles of equals, where they actually engage in physical combat. So you would think that they would think melee would be honorable because they use it all the time to settle issues internally. Just not in mechs. Alright, our huntsman is really overheating here. We're going to have to watch that carefully. Oh, there's the blood asp. We knew there was probably one in here. Of course, it goes after my weakest mech. We're going to have to move the huntsman back. Right, these ambushers are going to be ambushed if we could get to the top of the hill before they can get to the top of the hill. Twitch Z-Vault, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Alright, there's an enemy huntsman. Ooh, alright. Our huntsman might get knocked down here. Let's see what happens.
That could have been.
Yep. There we go. There goes our huntsman.
Commander, I'm hit.
Oh, you're fine. I'm telling you, my pilots are such whiners. You're fine. Alright, so that's probably the assassination target that just shot at the huntsman.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
Oh, and now our assassination target just overheated. If only we were in range, we could take some headshots. Huntsman might be in trouble here.
Critical hit. Critical hit.
Yeah, IMG, it's kind of a contradiction when you think about the clans, because whenever they were angry at each other, they would
Back in
engage
action.
in a physical fight between mech warriors to decide what the issue is going to be addressed. But they still felt that fighting with melee in mechs is dishonorable. So one of the biggest things you need to learn in BTA is sometimes it's better to eject than to rebuild your mech. So we're just going to eject the huntsman here. Never be afraid to eject a mech, because the enemy, once it's heavily damaged, the enemy is just going to keep hitting that mech and hitting that mech and hitting that mech. Alright, let's move our Nova over here so it can be evasive. Can also get a lay of the land. So we got a huntsman, a Medusa, a blood asp, a lupus, and a night gear. Alright, we're going to go after the lupus here because the lupus is already suffering serious damage. So we'd like to get an enemy off the field as quickly as possible. So we'll keep hitting that lupus at long range. Yep, IMG, I love, and this goes for the rest of the room, I really enjoy Battletech lore. I am typically reading a Battletech book
Ready, Commander.
a good percentage of the time in my leisure time. It's interesting because the Battletech books, the first Battletech books, while they tell the story of Battletech and the basic history, are not very well written. It's only the later books for Battletech that I feel really increase the quality of the writing, in my experience. Alright, we're going to turn the rack up to 6. That means we can only shoot that, though. That's the problem. So we can't do that. We're going to shoot twice. We just don't have... on this map, I can't do rack times 6. Watch the heat when you do, exactly. So we couldn't do it because of the heat. Alright, let's push up the Marauder. The Marauder's not going to be able to fire this round. Which is okay, because he can cool for a round. We want to get to the top of the hill here so we can have the high ground against these enemies. Alright, the Nova, we've got to watch carefully because I don't want him to take too much damage. He's basically holding the enemy force off while the rest of our force gets into position. The Night Gear is going to stay below the crest of the hill so he can't suffer from direct fire. And let's see if we can finish off the Lupus here.
All weapons are go.
I don't really care about salvage on the Lupus. I'm not a big fan of them. So I like the Nova better than I like the Lupus, even though it's 10 tons less tonnage on the Nova.
Taking a beating, Commander.
Yep, IMG, as you know, we play Mech Warrior 5. And the Rack 5 is a beautiful weapon until it jams, and then it's a problem. I really wish we had our Mackie still, because these enemies are really primed up for some Inferno shots, because they're all bottled up together. I want to thank everybody for joining the stream and encourage you guys to engage in the chat room. We've got some lively conversations going in there about the game, about Battletech lore. So please feel free to join in. Even if you're new to Battletech, everybody in the chat room is very supportive and welcoming, and we want to encourage new and experienced Battletech people to engage in the conversation. All right. I'm trying to save this Blood Asp for our heavy hitter. Let's see. Let's go after the Night Gear. Night Gears are a little squishy, so maybe we can get some good hits in on the Night Gear here. Not too bad.
Ready, Commander.
Alright, I want to keep our Dragonfire evasive here.
Throttle up.
And we'll also go after the Night Gear again.
Engaging primary target.
Alright. They definitely want to take out my Dragonfire. Oh, got hit by plasma, so we're going to have to watch the heat of the Dragonfire for a round. That's okay, because we have another sniper moving into the crest of the hill here with the Marauder.
Double time.
Now, shooting from the top of the hill, as you can see, gives us a significant hit percent advantage over the enemy. So you always want to use the topography in this game. It's very important, actually. You never want an enemy to get the high ground above you, and you always should try to get the high ground above the enemy. Otherwise, the inverse can be very nasty.
Light damage.
Especially clan mechs. Ooh, the night gear overheated and exploded. That's nice. Alright, let's keep
Okay.
using our night gear to target the other mechs other than the Blood Asp, because I want to maximize salvage on that. So we can attack the Huntsman or the Medusa. Yeah, we'll go for the Medusa here.
Giving them everything I've got.
A night gear missile boat, when used properly, can do a heck of a lot of damage. Night gear is one of my favorite missile boats. If you keep him at long range and you keep him under cover, he could do substantial damage to the enemy.
Oh, my armor's melting off.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, come on, heavy hitter. Alright, we can't get in range of the Blood Asp this round.
Is at high speed.
Okay, so we can hit the Matter, or the Medusa, or the Huntsman. Alright, let's do a precision strike on the Medusa, just because we can. And let's go for the head with our quad Gauss. Oh, only hit on 2 of the 4. Alright, at least we got knocked down. Not the best round of firepower from the Matter there. Alright, there's our assassination target again. It's an energy build, so it keeps overheating. We'll see if it overheats again. I wonder what that could be over there. It's an energy build. It's probably an assault. Ouch. Hard hits on our Dragonfire. We're going to have to watch the Dragonfire. We've already lost 1 mech on this mission. I don't want to lose another. Alright, let's be aggressive here with our Nova. Got plenty of armor. Let's get into knife fighting range on this Huntsman.
Confirmed.
Nice hits there. Nice hits. Alright, let's see what the Medusa does. Probably is going to go after our Dragonfire. Nope, it went after the Nova. So it was actually really good that we moved the Nova down there, because I think it would have attacked the Dragonfire if we hadn't moved the Nova down. Right, so Dragonfire, we are going to take you on the other side of the hill. Take you out of direct fire range, hopefully.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, we're going to push up the Marauder in between
Coordinates received.
the Blood Asp and the Dragonfire. And let's go after the Medusa here. Does the Nova pilot have the pilot skill cooldown? Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Critical
it
hit,
does.
Commander.
So I'll probably be using that next round. I tend to not use the cooldown ability. It feels a little gimmicky. Because it doesn't feel like he actually has a component. It's really just a skill, which seems kind of vague to me. I'm not a big fan of the cooldown ability. I'll use it sometimes, but I kind of feel it's gimmicky. Like, how would a mech warrior magically reduce the heat of its mech. I can understand if there was a component. Uh-oh. Oh, hang in there, Dragonfire. Hang in there. Ouch.
Leak preserved.
Alright, it could be worse. Could be worse.
I'm on the clock.
Alright, here we go. So now... let's see if we can get the matter in a good position. That's probably the best we're going to get here.
Bad decisions.
So we're going to do a... Let's go for the head on this blood asp. With our quad Gauss. We're going to overheat a little bit, but I think it's going to be worth it. So let's take the
Let's
shot.
see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
What?
Yeah,
How
it's
did
been
that not
fucking
do
warm
serious
in here.
damage to that blood asp? Alright. Ah! The huntsman came in for melee. Of course he missed because he's bad at melee. That's funny.
Commander.
Alright. Nova, 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 Nova. Let's do a jump here. Let's do a jump.
Here we go.
Yeah, I can't believe IMG that Blood Asp took that firepower. Alright, so we could use Stone Cold here. And then we can do all of our lasers in the back of the Huntsman,
All weapons are cold.
which should kill this Huntsman without any trouble. What? How did that not kill the Huntsman?
What did some heavy damage?
Huntsmen are very squishy.
Ready, Commander.
That should have worked. Alright, so what we need to do now is I need to make this Dragonfire run like there's no tomorrow.
Throttle up.
I don't want to lose my Dragonfire to that Blood Asp. So let's retreat.
Commander?
Alright. Let's actually go for melee on the Huntsman here. Always go for a kick if your mech has arm weapons. It's very important. You're going to get less melee, but you're going to be able to fire most of your weapons later.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, Night Gear. You already have structural damage too, so let's try to push you back
Position
from
confirmed.
the Blood Asp. And let's finish off the Huntsman, hopefully. Alright, there goes the Huntsman. Very nice.
Battle mech power-up detected.
Alright, Blood Asp is warming up again.
What do you want?
But we still have another shot at it.
All right.
I'm not going to do all 4 Gausses, unfortunately, because we're overheating. So we can do 3 Gausses. We're going to do Precision Strike to the head. 15% chance.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Oh, man. He took it again. Those Blood Asps are tough. Oh, the assassination target is taking the opportunity to hit our Marauder.
Minor damage, Commander.
And it overheated again. Whatever it is, definitely has heat problems. Alright, you know what? We're gonna keep the Dragonfire evasive. He hasn't lost any components yet, so I don't want to lose any components or lose the engine. Dazamo81, thank you for the follow. Really
Good to go.
appreciate it. Alright, Marauder. Alright, Marauder could go for the leg of the Blood Asp. Are we gonna get knocked down? Nice. Knockdown. There's a pilot injury. Gauss rifle destroyed.
Ready for orders.
Alright. So we're not going to use the night gear
I'm
here.
there.
It would probably kill the blood asp, and I want to try to get a headshot.
Orders.
Not that it matters too much now, because I think we're not going to get as many parts as I would like. Let's try to take one of the legs off the
Right.
blood asp. Oh man, we killed it. How many parts? Oh, we still got 4 parts out of it. That's not bad. That's not bad. It's not a headshot, but it's not bad.
Detected.
Alright, so we've got our assassination target now.
Look, what do you want?
Yeah, I only need 1 part for the blood asp, but I'm greedy. I want as many as I can get.
Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
Alright, we got our assassination target left. And he's an energy build, and he keeps overheating. So I'm interested to see what we're up against. Alright, let's sprint in our
All right, let's get down to it.
mechs here. We can even move in the Dragonfire as long as we keep it at the crest of the hill.
Moving to position.
Same thing with the night gear here. And the Nova.
On it.
Alright, let's see what we're up against. Hey, Tubrov31, we are using Battletech Advanced mod. It is, in my opinion, the best mod for Battletech, but, you know, it's very much... Ooh, a Hyperion. Oh, geez, let's take a look at this. Alright, so it's an assault. I have not seen a Hyperion before. Heavy large laser. Ooh, it's got heavy Gauss. Dual heavy Gauss. Oh my goodness. I love heavy Gauss. Alright, this is going to be nasty battle. Nasty, nasty battle. Those dual heavy Gausses are scary.
All right. Full speed.
Alright, so let's start working on this Hyperion.
All weapons.
Target engaged. Concentrate your fire.
Wow,
Bring it
dual
down.
heavy Gausses. I wish they were clan heavy Gausses. There are not, clan heavy Gausses don't exist. I wish they did, but they don't. Alright, so we're going to try to keep
Throttle up.
all of our mechs as evasive as possible because those dual Gauss rifles are nasty. So we're going to try to keep our mechs that already have damage at long range. Hopefully he'll go after our heavier mechs that are closer. Wow. We're barely putting a dent in on this guy. Alright, so let's keep our mechs evasive. That's just as important as
Moving
hitting
fast.
them. We're also going to use cover when we can. This is some really nice salvage here.
Got it.
Alright, got sensors impaired. That will help us. The heavy Gauss,
On my way.
if there is one negative, is sometimes it really has challenges with accuracy. Alright, so I want to do as much damage to this assault as I can without killing it. So hopefully the night gear won't cause too much damage here. I really want to go for headshots on this guy. Alright, that just loosened the armor everywhere else.
That's it for long-range missiles.
Okay. Alright, here comes the Hyperion. Ooh! Alright, it missed with the heavy Gausses. Wow, it missed on everything. Maybe it'll overheat here. Yes! Yes! That means all of our mechs can do headshots. And that's what we're going to do. Alright, let's go for the head here. Quad Gauss headshot. 13% chance.
Let's see if I'm
Alright, even our Nova can take headshots.
Move into position.
Now, theoretically, a couple medium laser strikes would also destroy the head. So hopefully we can maybe get lucky with some laser shots.
I'm on it.
Ooh, a couple of those hit the head. Oh, engine destroyed.
Mech destroyed.
Oh, we got 4 parts though. Alright, we got 4 parts. And we might have some heavy Gauss as well. Would have liked to have gotten 5 parts out of that Hyperion, but that is a lovely mech. Alright, so we lost some money because of our ammo usage. Alright, so some damage to the Dragonfire, some damage to the Night Gear. We're going to have to rebuild the Mackie, assuming it's recoverable. We'll see what happens. And we have some damage to the Huntsman. Let's look at our salvage, though. Alright. Ooh, the Hyperion is 125 tons. Oh, wow. Alright, so let's look at the description of the Hyperion. A purely experimental weapons platform, the Hyperion Super Heavy Battle Mech was designed in concert by a number of members of various clan scientist casts. Using cutting-edge science available to them, the clan scientists managed to produce a viable super heavy chase, the first since the Madar centuries before. Like the ancient design, the Hyperion uses a combo of energy and Gauss weapons, especially a pair of ER PPCs, a large heavy laser, and a pair of IS-spec heavy Gauss rifles to back them up. Hyperion's rated experimental engine. Alright, so the Blood Asp, I can't not take all of the Hyperion parts. We have to do that because that's a 125 ton mech. So we got to take that. Let's see if we get lucky with a Blood Asp part. Let's see. Alright, so we got a Black Lantern, Huntsman, Hyperion, Hyperion, Medusa. No Blood Asp parts. Ugh. Alright, Alright, we did get heavy Gauss ammo, which is good. I mean, it is what it is. I could not... I had to take the Hyperion parts because that's a 125 ton mech. Look at the firepower on that baby. And that's even before we play around with it. So we had to take the mech parts. Hopefully we'll find another Hyperion before too long. But I can't believe we got a super heavy on a 3.5 skull, or was this a 4 skull mission? Still, it seems that the super heavies are becoming much more common. I would never expect to see this many super heavies in multiple missions like we have in the last couple days. So that's cool. Alright, let's look at the mech bay. Our biggest challenge here is repairs. Let's see how expensive the Mackie is. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's see how bad this is. Alright, so we need a 300 core to rebuild this Mackie. 300 core. We need a... yeah, we'll put the jury-rigged... I'd love to put a clan engine in this thing, but I can't afford it. So, let's see. 4 plus 12. 4 plus 6. Alright, we'll put the regular XL engine in. We're already up to 1.5 million. I think we might have to wait on the Mackie rebuild. It's just too expensive right now. Confirm. So we're going to wait on the Mackie. I really hate not having my artillery support, but that's just too expensive right now. Because one of the challenges of clan space is you can't always gather money outside of your payments. So it's very hard to sell your mechs in clan space, especially if they don't like you. Ooh, we got really lucky here with our dragon fighter. As you can see, we got really close to losing some components. As it is, all we lost was a double heatsink. Alright, so we'll replace that. And we'll be ready in 2 days. Not that bad. Not that bad for the Dragonfire. I am sad to see our Mackie taken out of commission, but we'll live with it. How about the Huntsman? As you can see, all we have to do is replace the head of the Huntsman, which is much cheaper than if we kept it in the fight. It probably would have taken a lot more damage. So the Huntsman will be out for 2 days.
On it.
All right.
I'll let you know when that's done.
So the question for me is, do we want to take on these lower level missions, or do we want to move to a planet that has more potential for great salvage? Let's check the mech bay first and just make sure there isn't anything else we can put together. Let's see. We got the Mackie. We could put together... I mean, that's one thing I could do, is I could put this Mackie together. Yeah, I might as well do that. Let's put the Mackie together. Might be cheaper to repair this Mackie
That mech you wanted is back online.
than to rebuild our old Mackie. Alright, let's see. Let's see what we're working with here. Alright, it's got a standard engine. We could still probably build this into a decent decent artillery build. Because I do like having my artillery. Alright, we're going to take out everything. There. Alright, so let's see if we can put this together. Should I complete the lower level missions so you have the parts? These are not the parts you're looking for. Incidentally, I don't know who in the chat room are fans of Mandalorian, but that series is going off the charts. It is super, super awesome. You know, by the time I put this Mackie together, it might not be worth it. Alright, let's see what we can do as far as an artillery build. Oh! Moderators, we have a bot in the room. If you can address that, that would be great. Alright, let's put in our sniper artillery. Let's put in our thumper artillery. Oh, this is not, this is more of a laser build. Alright. Okay, so that's important to keep in mind. This is not going to be as useful for us as the other Mackie. So let's actually back out of this. The other Mackie is going to be a better build for us for what we want it to do, because it has more precision AC weapon slots, which I can use for artillery. So the Mackie we can actually just put into storage, and we can sell that. Alright, so is the vote... thank you, I'm gonna die, for getting rid of that bot. So I take it the vote is to proceed with these missions in the hope that we'll get some mech parts, which is fine with me. So let's do that. All right, so we've got some strategy to change around here. So, all right, let's take our grasshoppers. Huh, it's not letting me take that grasshopper. Let me pop into the mech bay and find out why. All right, why are you not operational, grasshopper? Let's see. What did I do wrong? I probably mixed heat sinks. It's one of the things I tend to do the most with these issues. Quit mech. Confirm. What's the issues? Heat sinks cannot be mixed. Okay, so we have heatsink clan, heatsink clan, heatsink clan, heatsink clan. All right, where is the non-clan heatsink? One of these heat sinks is not like the other. Okay, what am I missing? These all look like clan double heat sinks. So why is this build not working? IMG, the skewed one, can you pick up the issue here? We should be able to use this build. Double heatsink, double heatsink, double heatsink, double heatsink, double heatsink, double heatsink. Oh, all right. So that's the problem. All right. All right. So this build is not going to work for us. Okay. I like the build, so I'm going to wait until I have a clan double heatsink. Mateo Program 9, thank you for the follow. All right, so let's make do with what we have here. This is a lower level mission, so we should be fine. All right, we're going to do copyright violations, which is a recovery mission. Thank you, everybody, for joining the stream. Really encourage everyone to get involved in the chat room. All right, so what are we going to take with us? We're a little limited. You know what? We could wait a couple days. Let's just wait a couple days for some mechs. Yeah, we're going to get... If we wait 2 days, we'll have much better mech options. So let's do that.
Job's done, Commander.
All right. That gives us much better options. Alright, copyright violations. Alright, I'm going to try to step down our tonnage a little bit because it is an easier level mission. So we'll take the Madar Dragonfire Marauder Night Gear. Instead of the Mackie, we'll take a Grasshopper. We'll take the Nova and the Huntsman. And let's see, we got to replace a couple injured pilots. All right, so we'll put. Let's make sure our pilots are in the right builds. Let's see, missile build. Yep. So let's. We've got Flatline. Let's put Flatline in the Grasshopper because it's going to have more of an energy issue than the other mechs. We'll put Repo in the Nova, and we'll put Scrub in the Huntsman since it's primarily a sensor locker. And let's drop. So we're on a mission of gathering clan technology. We're doing a raid on Clan Wolf. Those of you that are just joining the stream, I encourage you to engage in the chat room. We also have a giveaway, so if you give us a follow, you are entered into our Funko Pop giveaway each and every month. The more you're involved in our channel, the better your chances of winning. Okay, Skewed One, thanks for hanging with us here. I know you work the night shift, so we appreciate any time you can give us. Go get some rest, and we will talk to you next time. Do keep us up to date on whether you're going to start streaming. We would definitely love to support that as our community. So, especially since you're playing some pretty cool games. So I'd really like to see some of that gameplay. So let us know when you're up. Have a good night, Skewed One, and we'll see you next time. All right, Skewed One, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow morning. That's a good opportunity for me to remind everyone, if you're not regulars to our stream, I stream BattleTech Advanced 7 days a week at 9 a.m. Eastern Time in the United States. So, like clockwork, every morning we're streaming this mod. So, if you enjoy this mod, if you want to learn how to play this mod, if you just like to see big stompy robots blow each other up, give us a follow and tune in every day at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. So we're stealing holovids from a popular series so someone can watch the series early. That's funny. That is funny. The fact that a holo video program would be made by Clan Wolf and that we would be stealing it to make money is hilarious to me. Needless to say, Clan Wolf would not find the holovid industry to be honorable. You know, when you think about it, there's very few things the clans find honorable. They're kind of a grumpy bunch. The clans are definitely not a live and let live society. Those of you that are interested in lore, if you want to find out about the clan and its origin, there's a couple ways. First of all, you can read the source material in the novels, but I really recommend you check out a YouTube channel called the Black Pants Legion, and Tex is the primary streamer there, and he has some amazing multiple-hour videos where he breaks down the clan in an amazingly thorough way. So if you want to find out how the clan really became the way they were, definitely check out Black Pants Legion. Let me see. Let me actually pop open a internet box, and I can actually put that in the chat room here. It'll just take a second. I think enough people will find it interesting that I'm going to take the extra second to find his YouTube channel and post it into the chat, because Tex is a very, very amazing orator, and he does a great job with those series. He does a wide range of topics, whether it's the clans, the development of battle mechs, the inner sphere in general, you know, he does an amazing job with his text talks. So good that he's actually a character in this mod. So hopefully I can pop in. It's hard to pop into the Internet Explorer because we're in the process of loading up the game here. This load is taking a lot longer than it normally would. That means one or two things. We could be frozen, or this could be a really nasty mission with some surprises. Whenever I have a mission take longer to load up than expected, it's usually a sign that there's some nasty surprises in the mission. Unless, of course, we're just frozen here. I haven't had a freeze in quite some time. It's probably been a few weeks since I've had the game freeze on me, so that would be a surprise. Let's just give it a few more seconds here. Hopefully we'll finish loading before too long. In the meantime, again, feel free to say hi in the chat room. Yeah, I know, Tubrov, it's not spinning. It's not always. Sometimes if it's not spinning, especially with mods, it doesn't mean that it's frozen. So sometimes if you're just patient for a few minutes, it will fix itself. So please be patient with us here. Hopefully we are not frozen, because it's been quite some time since I've had a freeze, certainly on a stream. So I hate when that happens. If that does happen, we might just end our stream a little early today. We'll give it another minute or so. But again, please check out YouTube Black Pants Legion, and you'll get all the information you can want. I'm actually going to find it right now. I got access to my Internet Explorer. Okay. So I'm actually looking up YouTube. Oh, looks like load mission came in. So just let me give you this link, and then we'll start the mission. Let me find it. Yep. See, sometimes you just have to be patient. So let me just find this link for you. Because if you're new to BattleTech, you absolutely want to check out the Black Pants Legion. So here's the link to the Black Pants Legion YouTube channel. There are literally hundreds of videos on there, including information about the clans. And these are not 15-minute videos. They're like 3-hour-long videos about BattleTech lore. So if you don't want to read the books, which I still recommend, that YouTube channel is probably the best channel to understand BattleTech as much as possible. Oh no. Alright, so here's the problem. Are we stuck on top of this mountain? Because that would be bad.
Commander.
Alright, hopefully we're not stuck too badly on top of this mountain, because I don't want to do a restart here. I think our mechs have a path off the mountain, so I think we'll be okay. Alright, thank you for the follow there, Jerome's Thoughts. Really appreciate it. Love to have your thoughts in the chat room. Ooh, Sunspider. I like Sunspiders.
Got the drop on you, though.
If it seems like I say I like every clan mech, it's because I do.
That hit something good.
There are very few clan mechs that I say, ugh, that's ugly.
Standing by.
The Lupus is probably a good example of a clan mech that I don't like.
Copy that, Commander.
The Sun Spider is actually a pretty solid mech. And it looks like we're going to get a chance to kill this thing before it can even fight us.
Take this!
Yeah, I'm going to die.
Mech destroyed.
IMG, that's one of the things that I allow myself to do is do a restart on a mission if I get stuck on top of a mountain. It looks like we have a path to get off of this mountain, so I'm not too worried, especially since this is a recovery mission. So theoretically, our mechs could just snipe from the top of this mountain, and then we can have the huntsman, for example, go in and do the recoveries. So even if we were stuck on this mountain, we still could be okay because we have two mechs that have jump jets. Usually I don't put jump jets on a mech unless it's a light mech or it has them embedded into the design, which is most of the clan mechs have jump jets that you can't take off.
I hear ya.
But for inner sphere mechs, for the most part, I usually take jump jets off. Just so I can free room for either ammo, armor, or firepower.
Take this.
That rifleman is not going to last very long. I do like the look of the rifleman 2C. It's just not a very good mech. It is very cool looking because it has that dome head, but it's just really not a very viable mech.
Okay, that hurt.
That was a heavy hit, Commander.
Alright, so we got our night gear here. The night gear should finish off this rifleman without any trouble. They just can't take a pound. Ooh, actually that one took that damage pretty well. Alright, we got a knockdown. I thought that was going to finish that rifleman off. Alright, we should be able to just move around on the top of this hill and pick the enemy apart using our advantage of accuracy from being on top of the hill. This should be a pretty smooth milk run. Alright, I don't care about salvage on the rifleman here, so let's just try to kill it as quickly as possible. Not quite enough there.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright. Here is our favorite big gun. I want to try to move it so we can engage the enemies on the other side of the hill. Even if that means we can't shoot this round, that's fine. Alright, we got a Viper. Cheap shots on our Dragonfire there. One of the things that's a negative about the Dragonfire, it is one of my favorite inner sphere mechs, especially when you build it as a sniper, but it doesn't allow you to put AMS on it, which is one negative, as you can see here. It can get beat up by missile builds pretty easily. Really want to go after that Dragonfire.
Just go for it.
I can see why people enjoy this line of work.
Alright, let's keep moving the Huntsman towards capturing the objective.
Copy that.
Alright, so what do we have here? Oh, we got another rifleman. Alright, let's keep hitting this rifleman. See if we can finish it off. Alright, there goes one rifleman.
Hostile removed.
Don't really care about salvage on the rifleman. The clan rifleman looks cool, and it's better than a regular rifleman, but is it a mech that I really want to add? Probably not. I don't see it really being a useful mech for me. Alright, we're getting beat up by that second force pretty good there.
Commander?
Alright, let's get our Nova jumping as well.
Lifting up.
Get some vision on the second force here. We got a Viper, a Medusa, and a Stormcrow. Alright. We actually have good shots on this Viper. We should take advantage of that before it gets evasive, because it's a very fast mech. Not really the damage I was looking for there. Thought we'd do more damage there than we did. Alright, so at least we have 2 mechs with jump jets. So
I've been sensor locked.
that should allow most of our Lance to stay on top of the hill. And then we could maneuver with our 2 jump jet mechs to finish the mission. That Medusa shooting off those
Light damage. Holding
missiles.
firm.
We're fine though.
Ready, Commander?
Alright. Can we move the Dragonfire? No, we can't. Unfortunately, it's kind of stuck in position. Let's do a Warlord here. And see if we can take this Viper out. Not quite enough. If we'd gotten 1 or 2 more hits in, it probably would have finished that Viper in the center torso. Alright, let's see what the Rifleman does. Hopefully it's not going to go after the Dragonfire. Alright, good. It went after the Huntsman. The Huntsman's very evasive, so that works, actually.
Good to go.
Our Marauder can just work on picking apart this Rifleman.
Affirmative.
Since we're on the top of the hill, our accuracy is super high. Now, a lot of that is we have good pilots, obviously, but... Ooh, Timberwolf! Timberwolf! Oh my goodness! IMG, I know you love the Timberwolf as much as I do.
Barely hit, Commander.
They're pretty rare.
Yeah.
I
What
would
can I do?
love to get a Timberwolf here. So we're gonna have to make that a priority for our snipers. To try to get as many parts off that Timberwolf as we can. We'll let our Knight here work on that Rifleman. Don't care about salvage.
Orders.
Same thing with the Grasshopper here.
Got it.
Haha!
Enemy down.
Yeah, IMG, the Timberwolf is rare in Battletech Advanced, but it's not rare in the Battletech universe itself. It actually was one of the more common clan mechs, but it is fairly rare in Battletech Advanced.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright. Ugh. Alright, I need to... Don't really... Alright, I might be able to get our sniper. If I can move the night gear away, I might be able to get the sniper over to this other side of the hill.
Orders.
We'll see. In the meantime, let's keep using our huntsmen
Jumping.
to achieve the objective. IMG, yes, I love the Timberwolf. It is really... I would consider the Timberwolf kind of the epitome of what clan mechs are about. They're very fast for their tonnage. They have a lot of firepower. And they have a lot of flexibility on their weapons loadouts. So, Timberwolves are
Waiting for orders.
just awesome. Alright, let's keep our Nova
Copy that,
jumping
Commander.
and evasive. And can go after the Timberwolf. Oh, there's a Blood Asp as well. Wow. Tough choices here as far as salvage. I'm not too excited about the Storm Pro. So maybe we go after the Storm Pro here.
Firing.
I want to get as many headshots on the Timberwolf and the Blood Asp as we can. That might cause this mission to last a little longer, but I want to maximize salvage here. Even the Medusa, I think I'm one part away from getting Medusa. And the Medusa's pretty decent. And we do have the advantage of being on top of the hill, which really increases our chances of getting headshots. It's not even close. Ooh, hard hits on our Nova. Alright, we're gonna have to move the Nova.
My mech is coming apart around me.
Might even do an ejection on the Nova. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna tweak things a little bit. Technically, the Dragonfire does have a computer in it, so we're gonna use precision strikes and see if we can get lucky on this Timberwolf. Did we get the head? No, we didn't get the head.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, being stuck on this mountain is a blessing and a curse here. I want to see if I can get some mechs to the other side of this rock here.
Orders.
To do that, I have to move the night gear out of the way. So let's move the night gear out of the
Hey,
way.
let's see what this baby can do.
What can the night gear go after that I don't really care about? Let's go after the Viper.
I guess you're gonna like it.
Ooh, I can't believe the Viper survived that. Alright, Grasshopper, you can go over here.
No shooting, just running. Got it.
Being stuck on top of this hill is definitely not ideal. Alright, Timberwolf. Alright. I'm actually inclined to maybe... Oh, alright. That solved the problem. There goes our Nova. Ouch.
I'm on the clock.
We are dealing with a lot of firepower here. Oh, no, I can't get... Darn it, I can't get my super sniper into position here.
All right, let's get down to it.
Alright. We're gonna have to figure something out
Waiting
strategically.
for orders.
Alright, in the meantime, let's get our huntsman in so we can get the objective. And we can actually get a tag on that Timberwolf. Oh, IMG, you told me too late. The Madar needs to sprint to use the mask. No, I know that. But I can't get... The geography doesn't allow me to get to a better position. So what I need to do is I need to move the Dragonfire out of that firing position and switch it with the Matar. So we can do some quadruple Gauss shots on these enemy mechs. That's the challenge here. Ouch. Alright. We gotta keep that Huntsman more evasive. Lesson learned. Oh, being on the top of the hill is a real pain in the butt here. Real pain in the butt.
Ready, Commander.
Okay, so Dragonfire. Okay, Dragonfire can move
Moving, Commander.
out of that firing position and still fire on the Blood Asp. So let's do that. And we'll go for the headshot. Come on. Come on. Oh, we got some structural damage. Oh, we did hit the head. Not enough to kill it, though.
Commander?
Alright, so Marauder... what can you do, Marauder? Not much. Okay, here you go.
Moving fast.
Here's a good firing position for the Marauder. And
Tell me what to shoot.
we'll just pepper the Blood Asp here. Not bad. Alright, Timberwolf, what are you going after? Uh-oh. No.
I lost a weapon.
Alright, that was bad.
Good to go.
Alright.
I'm there.
Alright. Timberwolf. Stormcrow. We'll hit the Stormcrow.
What do you need?
Alright, Grasshopper, you need to move out of the way.
Understood. Moving fast.
Alright, Grasshopper, move out of the way.
I'm on the clock. What do you
Alright,
want?
here we go. Alright, here we go. Quad Goss. Sniper. Alright, I'm gonna go for the... Oh, the Blood Asp pulled away. The Blood Asp retreated. Alright, so we're gonna go Timberwolf. Precision strike on the head with 4 Gosses. Yes! Yes! IMG. 5 salvageable parts on the
We
Timberwolf.
have the asset, Commander.
Commander?
Alright, our Huntsman needs to run. Because if he dies, this mission is over. So he needs to run away. That might actually get the enemy to come into our fire zone here. Alright, got the Viper. Okay, Viper's just bulwarking. There's a Medusa. Now that we have our quad Goss in the right position, these guys are in big trouble.
Ready, Commander.
Alright, Dragonfire.
Moving,
You're going to
Commander.
take a round off. We just don't have ability to get the Dragonfire into this fight. Let's try moving the Marauder
Double time.
down to the next level on this mountain. Hopefully we can get him into firing position.
Commander.
Alright, Night Gear. You can hit the Medusa or the Stormcrow. Let's hit the Stormcrow. Alright, there we go. There goes the Stormcrow.
Tangled down.
Alright, not bad. I do like the Stormcrow for its tonnage. It's a very solid medium mech. We'll keep working our way slowly down the mountain here. Alright, there's that Blood Asp. Is it going to get in range? Alright, theoretically, if it can shoot at us, we should be able to shoot at it. Let's see if that's the case. Although, our Madar does not have...
What do you
Yep. We cannot engage the Blood Asp because it has better sensors than us. That's why it was able to go after us at longer range. Alright, so let's go for a headshot here on the Medusa.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
We destroyed the engine. That works.
Per kill.
Aye, aye.
Alright, we're gonna be very careful with our huntsman
Let's
here.
move.
Alright, we can take a couple shots at that Viper at long range. Alright. Viper's pushing up, probably to get vision for the Blood Asp. And to take some shots at our Madar. That's fine. Madar's got pretty good armor. We should be okay for a couple rounds. Especially since there's only 2 enemies left
Ready,
here.
Commander.
Alright, we can push the Dragonfire
Moving, Commander.
out. Let's do Battle Lord. We're going to do Precision Strike for the head. This might get us all the Blood Asp. Let's see. No! I would have thought we would have hit the head there.
Waiting for orders.
Fortunately, it was not to be.
Firing on target.
Ah, there goes the engine on the Blood Asp.
Gotcha.
Well, we only needed one part,
Ready for
so
order.
maybe we'll get lucky. Okay.
Firing a full sound.
Alright, that should be all the enemies on the map.
Hostile removed.
That should be all the enemies on the map.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, so I don't see a way we can get our other... Maybe this way. We can go the long way around. Maybe. Yeah, we can go through this gap here. This gap here is actually navigatable.
On
Navigatable.
the clock. What do you want?
So we might as well move all of our mechs that direction.
Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
Maybe we'll leave the Dragonfire in sniper position
I'm on the clock. What do you
provide
want?
cover. But we might as well move everything else.
All right, let's get down to it.
Yeah, we'll leave the Dragonfire there as sniper, and then we'll move everything else.
Got it.
Moving to position. Heading out.
Right, now we can move the Huntsman to the secondary objective. We just have to be very careful here, because if there's another enemy on the map, we can't let this Huntsman die. So that's why we're being very careful here. We might as well move the Dragonfire
Moving,
to
Commander.
actually.
Moving to position.
On my way.
I'm pretty sure we killed all the enemies on this
Move
map.
order received.
Alright, so let's sprint to the target zone.
Confirmed.
Alright, I don't see any enemies. So we should be in a good place here.
Right, Commander.
Location confirmed.
Alright. Can we... Alright, so this should end the mission.
Affirmative.
Unless there's an enemy hanging out there somewhere. Let's see.
Secondary asset
Thank
has been
goodness.
secured.
Alright, it all comes down to salvage, IMG, and the rest of the people in the stream. Will we get 5 Timberwolf parts? Because there's no question we're going to take Timberwolf parts over anything else. Unless you disagree, I'm going to die. The Blood Asp is a more powerful mech, but it's very common to find Blood Asps. Timberwolves are much harder to find. Alright, so we have to rebuild our Nova and our Huntsman. But if I trade a Nova for a Timberwolf, that is a good trade for me. Alright, so one... Oh, we get 5 mech parts. So we're going to get the Timberwolf. Timberwolf. And then we'll see what else we get. Rifleman, Sunspider, Timberwolf, Viper. We are never going to build a Blood Asp. And we got a whole bunch of clan salvage. Ultra AC2. Did we get a double heatsink kit? No. That's the one thing I need. More than anything else is double heatsink kit. Clan double heatsink kits. Alright, so we got a Timberwolf. Woo woo. Alright, IMG, and the rest of the chat, I need feedback on how we can max out this Timberwolf. Because I love the Timberwolf. Timberwolves usually come with LRM builds, but I'm not a huge fan of LRMs on the Timberwolf. We'll have to see. Nova was destroyed. Alright, so we traded a Nova for the Timberwolf. So, we traded the Nova for the Timberwolf. I mean, it's not the best thing, but hey. Life happens sometimes. I would rather have kept a Nova, but... Alright. If you told me I could trade a Nova for a Timberwolf, I would do it every time. Oh, I do have a spare Nova, but it's not the best Nova. I guess we could modify it. The problem with the Nova A here is it doesn't have a lot of firepower. It's mainly a sniper. And I don't know if we can modify it. We could take a look at that, but first let's look at the Timberwolf. Oh, look at that. It's so beautiful. Alright, let's refit this Timberwolf. Alright, actually it has ATM. I really like this build, actually. I like ATM 9. Double heatsink, ER large laser. I don't know what we can do to improve upon this. Even has a tag, which is super useful. We might be able to improve some of the components. Let's see. For example, the light tag is only half a ton, so that doesn't help us if we take the tag off. Let's see. Precision strike doesn't really help us here. We could put in a comm suite. That doesn't cost us any tonnage. Unfortunately, fortunately or unfortunately, this thing is about as beautiful as it can be. IMG, what do you think about the missiles? I think, you know what? I don't like the ATM extended range. Let's see if we have better ATM ammo. That's the one nitpicky thing I have here. I don't like the ATM ER. I think you give up too much firepower for just a slight boost in range. Alright, let's do ATM high explosive. In fact, we'll strip out all the ATM ammo and put in ATM HE. There we go. You don't like the ATMs? I like the ATMs, actually. It's nice damage for the tonnage. I mean, we could go in another direction. So we could go with... let's look at the weapons we have available. We can go with... we could go with Streak SRMs. But we can only put 2 in. So that doesn't really work. We could also do... we could do LRMs. So for 5 tons, we could change this into an LRM 40. Well, the problem with the streaks is we can only put in SRM. You know what? We're going to stick with the ATM for now. We'll play around with this later. I think the MRMs are good, but I mean,
I'll get it in the schedule.
MRMs on a clan mech is kind of a waste of its superior technology. So we got that. We could look at the Nova and see if we can make it more playable. Let's look at the Nova. The trick is, yeah, I mean, we could change this into a laser spam build. It wouldn't be too hard. Let's see. Let's take off the medium pulse as well. Yeah, we could just turn this into basically a laser spam. Medium. Put in a heavy medium laser just to bump up the firepower. Let's max the armor. Alright, so let's see, we could do another heavy medium laser. Okay. I could put in clan pulses, but we still need to manage our heat. So let's put in some clan heat sinks here. Heat. All right, so that actually makes this mech more viable. Yeah, this Nova is actually usable. This is a usable Nova. Let's see. AMS, AMS. Yeah, let's keep it. Let's keep the double AMS for now. And this is a usable mech. Okay. Thank goodness that clan mechs are omni-mechs, so we can make changes like that.
I'll let you know when that's done.
So we'll have the Nova as a flanker. You would drop a laser for another heatsink? Okay, we might do that after we finish the repairs. Huntsman, is this worth rebuilding? Probably. Alright, all we lost was a flamer, AMS, and AMS ammo, and a heavy small laser. So we can rebuild this without too much trouble. Alright, let's go with another ER medium laser. And actually we'll take that off. And let's go with a ER small laser clan. Okay, I can live with that. I'll be ready in 2 days. Alright, I want to thank everybody for joining the stream. We're going to call it a day.
Shouldn't be too hard.
We had some significant positives today. Most importantly, we've got ourselves a beautiful Timberwolf, which I'm very excited about. We also did a lot of head sniping with our new Madar, which is 110 tons. Yes, 110 tons. Super heavy battle mech. And we had a lot of fun. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. We'll be back again tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, for more BTA fun. I want to thank everybody for joining the stream.